Right guys, it's time for some circuit training. So my name's Dave Cross and I'm the Group Exercise Program Manager and Master Trainer for PureGym. So in terms of kit today, you're going to need access to some weights of some form. So I've got 2 pairs of dumbbells, a lighter and a heavier sized. And as an example here, 5 kilograms and 8 kilograms as a pair. You can choose whatever you want, whatever feels good for you. If you don't have dumbbells, weight plates, maybe kettlebells, cans of food, bottles of water, anything that's going to add some resistance safely so you can hold on to it. You don't really need loads of space exactly for today. You might need a little bit of space to the side and to the front, a little bit behind you, but everything should relatively be in this short spaced area. We're going to focus on some strength movements, we're going to focus on some core movements, and we're going to focus on some cardio movements. So a good traditional circuit training workout. Our first blocks, we're actually going to work a full circuit with 45 seconds of work and a full 30 seconds of rest. And the main reason why block 1 will be 30 seconds of rest with that work to rest ratio is so that I can actually show you what the next movement's going to be, so we can get straight into the workout. Hopefully that sounds good. Yep, great. All right, I'm sure you said yes, I'm sure you did. So I'm going to start my tracking now, and we are going to get our bodies warm. Yes. All right, so as long as you're fit, well, and ready to do this, let's get started, shall we? So we've got about 3 minutes to get warm, and then we're going to get cracking. Absolutely. All right, so when you're ready, just on the spot, it's a light jack, out and in, go. So just a small bit of impact, but I want you to actually think about grounding your heels onto the floor and keeping your chest up nice and tall. You're starting to bend your knees more every time you land wide. Of course, if you've joined this workout today and you're thinking, nah, I'm not keen on the whole jumping or impact today, then just squat down and up. And you can do that in your own space, in your own time. God, you can tell I've had a good coffee this morning, can't you? All right, let's lose the impact altogether and squat, go. So you can do this at your own speed. You don't have to go as fast or as slow as me. This is about getting the muscles in the legs, the core, and shortly the upper body warm and ready. You're sitting the hips quite deep, down and back, but still keeping your posture upright. Yeah, the hips are getting warmer now. Let's take it to a jog. Go. So the heels can come back. Arms can stay relaxed. You can take a couple of nice big smiles whilst you're at it. All right, another 10 seconds here. Then we're going to hit the floor. So your heart rate's definitely starting to lift. Top's getting stickier. Heat's coming on. All right, come down to the ground. Hands just slightly wider than your shoulders. Drop the knees to the floor, but keep your waist lifted. In your own speed, just take a nice, simple, easy push-up. So the reason the hands are slightly wider than the chest and shoulders is so that you've got good alignment on the way down. But what you're not looking to do is take your hands too wide so the elbows come too far forward. In fact, almost tuck the elbows in. Getting a good bit of tension in the chest, some heat in the torso. Yes. All right, one more, and straight away come back up to your feet if you would. We're going to take a nice comfortable lunge back. We've got about 30 seconds left of the warm-up, and we can get cracking. Ooh. Now on the lunge back, typically, when you're not quite warm enough yet, our range might be slightly reduced. So let's try to take our time and sink the back knee down more. Never stop, whoa. All right, for the last 15 seconds, let's just jog again. Let's get the heart rate back up. Back up, what? Beautiful. Warm? Me too. Me too. Warm and a little bit out of breath, if I'm brutally honest. Okay, so exercise number 1. Let's select, just for now anyway, a slightly lighter pair of weights if you've got the option. Move 1, so I'm going to get my timer set up. Let's give you some music now. Oh yes. Oh yes. All right. So timer's ready. Where's my 45:30? There it is. Hello. All right. So a thruster is move 1. If you've done my workouts before, you've probably done this a good handful of times. Take your feet slightly wider than your hips and your shoulders, so it's slightly modified. Weights come toward the front of the chest and shoulders. We sink down, we stand and push up. Now your focus for this move is strength, so we don't need to move fast, we just need to move well. Got it? 45 seconds, then you'll have 30 seconds rest. Trick is to pick up your weights quickly, but safely. All right, cranking up the music. Let's get to it. 45 seconds of thrusters. 3, 2, 1, go. So again, take your time. A good squat and a good stand and press, but notice that the arms are moving as the legs move. So my elbows bend as my knees bend. My arms straighten as my legs straighten. Now brace your belly tight. That's it. Steady as you go. The weights stay slightly forward of the body on the way up. That's just going to look after your shoulders a little bit. So this strength training movement, great for whole body. Good. Touchdown, rest. Now, second move after a 30-second rest. This one is going to pick your heart rate up a little bit. You can do this with or without a weight, but you're just going to use one. Hold it at each end if you've got a dumbbell or a weight plate in the handles. For a bit of a cardio kick, you're going to jack your feet, and if you feel good, add a punch. So you're going to press the weight away from you as you jack out. Go. Like I said, you don't have to push the plate. This is about getting your heart rate up. Getting you a little bit out of breath. Alternatively, if you need to lose the impact, take a couple of squat pulses and stand. That might not get your heart rate quite so high, but it's definitely going to get you conditioning. Remember your posture. Stays tall and punch if you can. There's a heat coming out of this aircon unit. Why? Stop. Okay. Next move. Pick an arm, pick a leg. I'm going to go for a slightly heavier weight for this one because I know what's coming. So kneel down, let's say this. Kneel down with your left leg in front and your left hand holds the weight. We're going to hold it here. Punch up, reach down to the floor, come back up and reset. Yeah, so it's about a windmill shape. Go. Up, reach to the floor, come back, reset. So only one side for 45 seconds. Now what we're trying to get you to do here is slightly rotate on the way down. So you're open through your posture, but the hips aren't kinked back, they're staying in line. Great for your core, for your thoracic spine mobility, and a bit of shoulder strengthening too. 3 seconds. Good. On your feet. Back to cardio, but this time we're going to lose our weight. We're going to go body weight only for a skater. So this is about the only move that's going to require a little bit more space. Your skater is just a lateral leap side to side, but notice the landing. Bend your knee as you land. Try to have it so that there's only ever 1 foot on the floor at any one time. Let's go. So a little leap to the side, chest up. There's a beat, there's a rhythm, there's a rhythm. or beat it. There's a little drive of the arms. That should come naturally, but if it doesn't, hey, do whatever you want. 15 seconds. If you prefer, tap to the floor. So it still keeps some lateral training there. But again, your posture's still up. You're still moving side to side, but you don't need to move far. Time. Good. All right. Let's go 2 of your smaller weights. Really static this one. Stand tall. You're going to have a bicep curl to an overhead extension. Come back and reset. So it's biceps, shoulders, triceps. Got it? Yeah, me too. Go. Smooth, static. The curl itself, you can twist if you want to, or you can keep it as a hammer curl. I'm not fussed. I'm not fussed. As long as you're doing the reps, and as long as you're doing them well. Add in that overhead extension. Gives the back of the arms a bit of a bite point. But take your time. No rush. Elbows stay tucked in. Good, touchdown. Back to cardio. You know this really well now, I think. It's my favorite, or one of the favorites, the scissor lunge. So you're gonna take 2 scissors for every 1 lunge. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Or, less impact, it's a low and fast backward stepping lunge. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Woo, go. First 2 high and fast, third move long and low. You can go a little slower on the third part to get better range, or less range, more speed. Either way, there's going to be a benefit somewhere. 15 seconds. Yep. Oh, legs. Oh, legs. Woo. That's 10 minutes of work. 13 minutes into the workout itself. We're going to go back to the windmill. So again, try to use that heavier weight, but now remembering the other side. So right foot forward, right hand holds the weight. Oh, I love this tune. Press up, reach down to the floor. Go. Now remember, in terms of positioning, taking quite a long step forward. We drive up, but then when you hinge to the side, try not to let the knee track out or in anymore. It stays really firm, solid. You need to take your eyes up toward the weight plate. Music's vicious for a slower move, isn't it? From strength and core, back to cardio. A surfer jump. So this movement now, we're gonna go corner to corner. So imagine you're landing on your surfboard, you know how you normally do, every day-to-day activity. Hey, roll with it, roll with it. Land your feet wide or just squat and turn. Try to tap in between every turn. Turn, tap, turn, tap, turn. Or like I said, a turning squat. But this one wants to have that cardio effect. So do it quicker with less range. You're almost halfway through your workout. And there's still 2 more moves left. Five seconds. Good. All right. Now this one might be tricky depending on what weights you've got. Go to the lighter ones. It's a narrow push-up and a renegade row. So watch first. With the weights, we're going to try and hit a push-up and then row. Now if that's not possible, you can either hit the narrow push-up, then grab the weight and row, or do it with no weight at all. Got it? Go. Narrow, elbows tucked in. To give you some stability, take your feet a little wider than your hips. Now you can still drop the knees on the push-up, but try to let your chest and shoulders come quite close to the weights. Then stay square as you row in. But remember, solid and hip square is going to help you work your back and your core a lot more. Staying really strong and stable here. Sweat's pouring now, isn't it? Good, stop. Last move. Oh, I'm not sure about this. Okay, a hover position. It's an alternating walking plank. So from hover, you're gonna go up, up, down, down, switch. Up, up, down, down. Knees on the floor for a little more speed and to keep your hips stable. I'm just telling myself that, by the way. Go. Up, up, down, down. Up, up, down, down. So the common fault here is to allow your shoulders and your hips to twist a lot. So try to stay really square to the ground and to alternate the starting hand. Otherwise, you're always going to be leading up on one side and down on the other. Try to put your hands where your elbows were. You got some rest after this time. Good. That is circuit 1 complete. Let's pause there. Whew. Suck in some air. I'm not crying. It's not as emotional as it looks. I've got sweat, a mixture of sweat, anti-wrinkle cream, just joking, I'm not really, and hairspray. All right, get a bit of towel, wipe up my sweat, and you guys do the same. Oi, oi, easy now. All right, so that's one circuit done. Let's do it all again. Now, the difference this time, to keep us on track for time and to keep us training within the 30 minutes, I'm going to do something. At the start of the workout, let me give you some music. At the start of the workout, I mentioned that I'm giving you a 30-second rest so I can show you the move. Do you remember that? Good. Good. The modification now is that 30 seconds drops to 15. Yeah. This is where things get a little more fruity. And I wish I knew what that meant. Same exercises. Another circuit, 45 seconds of work, only 15 seconds of rest. In your strength moves, look at working great range. In your cardio moves, working at great speed. Range doesn't need to be as deep, so you can get more speed in. Cool? Cool. All right, remember your first move? Thrusters. Take a little sip. Should we find something a bit more kicking? Actually, this isn't bad. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah. All right, let's get to it. 10-minute circuit, then we are done. Oh, perfect. Perfect. Okay, grab your weights for the thrusters. Starting in 3, 2, 1, go. Strength movements, slow, controlled, with good range. Brace your abs lots as you sit down and back. If your shoulders are already starting to gas out, you could do 1 press for every second stand. Good. Lose the weights or keep 1 weight plate. It's the jack with a press. What are you going to use? Hit that drop squat. Press your weight. Go. Cardio. Less range in the landing, more speed, but try to still land your heels. We're not looking at staying on the balls of our feet. Again, if the shoulders are gassed, you can even lose the weight and just stay with the jack. But go for pace. Yes, yes. 5 seconds. Good. What weight did you use for the windmill? Going for the heavier ones again? Let's go. 1 leg forward and the same hand holds the weight. Press up, reach to the floor, come back, reset. Or you can stay lifted, sucked in through the shoulder socket. But I like the press because it adds a little bit more dynamics. Maybe get closer to the floor and only lightly touch it with your fingertips. So there's no stop to the movement. There's only guidance. Come on, timer. Skater in 10 seconds. In 5 seconds. Small move, fast move. I'll keep that. So still planting the foot out, turning the toe so the knee can also track. But stay quite tall, but look at turning the opposite shoulder toward the landing foot. That way, you're going to be training your core every time you land. There you go. There you go, you got it. And if you sat on the sofa watching this, you've still got it. 3, 2, 1. Ooh. Back to your weights. Curl to overhead extension. Controlled, slow and steady. Elbows point forward on the extension. So try not to let them fly out wide here. Stay them quite tucked in as you then come back up and down. 2 seconds of just me breathing. Oh, what a belter. What a belter. Good. Scissor lunge. 45 seconds of this is an absolute killer, isn't it? To remind you, quick, slow. Quick, slow. Go. Tall, low. Notice that every time my feet touch the floor, they're landing at the same time. Land. So there's no delay from the front to the back. Remember, less impact, low and quick, just the step. This is going to help you develop your plyometric power, which is going to hopefully increase your overall power and get you burning more calories at rest. And many of you out there are looking for a calorie deficit right now. Yeah, you and me both. Back to the floor. Kneeling down. Opposite arm. 5 seconds. Less trust in the lowering hand. If you need it, put more trust in the hand so you can almost switch off. But you're still going to need to work your obliques to corkscrew back up. Hey, if you've got a kettlebell, whilst you're doing this, ideal. But the handle still stays the same. So the weight still stays the same, as does the movement, right? Oh. Suck in, breathe. 28 minutes in. Let's hit the surfboard. 5 seconds. You just turn and tap. Cardio. Less depth, more speed on the rotation. I want to get you beach ready whenever that time comes. That's beach ready with your body and your surf skills. What am I talking about? Hey, come on team, it's anything to take your mind off the actual workout while still focusing on what you're doing. Come on. Woo, 2 more moves. Down to the floor. Your narrow push-up with the weight or without. Whatever's going to suit you best. Oh, man. Knees or toes. Slow and controlled. Having your hands on the weights, if you've got dumbbells like this, might make it a little easier. But notice my weights are squared, so they're solid into the floor. If you've got round ones, this will be harder. Soz. Ooh, how about a little opposite leg lift? Just throw that in there, Dave, why don't you? Nah, maybe not. Last move, team. Walking, hover to plank. Alternate the starting hand in every 4 parts. Up, down, down, switch. Go. You've got 35 seconds of training left. Come on. Keep your hips really still. Really still. 25 seconds. Maybe if you need to pause for a second, do what I just did. Pause, breathe, and go. You wanted to get stronger, didn't you? Here it is. Here it is. Time. Yeah. Yes. Well done. Well done. Breathe. Suck in air. Let's put this on. Wow. Breathe. Towel yourself down. That's 10 moves. 2 circuits. Just over 30 minutes. That worked. That really worked. It did for me. I really hope it did for you. Probably a lot fitter and stronger than I am. But the great thing is, you can pick your resistance, you can pick your pace. Always trying to challenge yourself from the last time to the next. A little recovery. Sit back. Yeah. Yeah, chuff with that. All right, stay on your knees. For this one, just let your chest open. Reach the hands forwards, quick upper back stretch. And then slowly just climb to your feet. Wipe off your knees. And pick up one foot for a nice gentle quad stretch. We're getting there, team. We are absolutely getting there. And whatever date, and whatever thing you've got in your mind right now that you're trying to reach to, whether it be the reopening of our gyms, whether it be that all-important time off and that holiday that you're looking forward to, whatever it is, it's getting closer, but only if it's a good thing. Shake out, relax, roll your shoulders, and that's your circuit workout from myself done today, guys. Thanks so much. I hope you enjoyed it. Join us next time or catch the PureGym app, absolutely free, and you can join in on loads of other workouts.